Hey, what's up? I'm Hypesy. I play games, make games, and everything in between. And today I'm going to go over a level I made while watching television. Last week, I put out a video on how to make a game in seconds using hypehype. Hypehype is a dope app that lets you make and play games on your phone and has a really cool button called the remix button where you can remix a game instantly. I had a couple people playtest the game and I noticed that it was a little bit too difficult. While I was watching a movie, I took out my phone and decided to make a new level but make it super easy. If you like this kind of content where I make and play games, do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon as I put out content around making games with hypehype. I went to the template that I made that anybody can go to in hypehype, hit the remix button, and you can make your own kind of a maze level. First thing I did was I went to my template guide, hit the remix button. Next, I hit the logic on button. I selected the 3 cubes which make up the percentage system of the game. In the end, we're going to need 100 of them, but at the beginning I have 3. I moved them out of the way and I wanted to change the color. Currently it was a dark gray, almost black. I like livelier colors. I selected the menu, hit visual material, selected the dark gray, and messed with the color wheel. hypehype has this color wheel which is very easy and intuitive. I went for a light green. Next I went to the ground color. For the ground color, what you want is kind of the complementary color, which in this case purple is a complement to green. Now that I got my colors set up, the next thing I want to do is change the path that the ball creates to also a purple, but like a little bit lighter purple. And there I just selected the visual materials and the purple object. Before I get into the drawing of it, I want to clean canvas a little bit. The easiest way to do that is to select the white containers and then select the hide button. The containers contain the mechanics of the game and how they operate. Since we're just making the maze, we don't need to mess with that for this video. Now that I got those out of the way, I can select the tile map and just start painting away. All this I was doing on my phone with my finger. You do have to take your time and move it bit by bit. 2 fingers to zoom in, 2 fingers to zoom out. And you can see I make a little bit of mistakes every now and then, but overall, I'm just trying to make an easy map for the player. And we have the paint, erase, and move button. Once you get used to it, you'll be able to master it. The main thing is you want to select the move button when you need to move the camera, because if you don't, you might accidentally paint or erase where you don't need to. And here we can see I'm just making simple lines going around the open area that we had at the beginning of the template. I like to think of this as almost like finger painting to make a maze, because we're using our fingers and it's a lot of fun. Now I got 3 out of the 4 corners taken care of. Next, I just need to work on this last corner and make sure everything aligns properly. Now that everything is aligned, we want to make sure that there is a continuous flow for the character to move around. And this is just a little trial and error, paint and erase. Next, do a little bit of play testing just to see what I have set up. We can see I got some open gaps, so I'll just go in and fix those. Always good to remember, the purpose of this level was to be super simple. So I'm just going to go in and continue that goal. Now that we got the maze more or less set up, next we need to get 100 of these green cubes. We're gonna go ahead, select them all by using the area pick button, copy those 3 cubes, move them accordingly in the same lineup. Now that I got 6 cubes, I'm gonna go ahead, select all 6 cubes by holding down and tapping the cubes. And then I can duplicate these cubes again. Now I have 12 cubes. This will equal about 12%. And in the end, we want 100 of these cubes to get 100%. Once we get 100%, the game mechanic of game over will kick in and it will record the time it took to complete this level. The more you use hypehype and use your fingers to navigate around, the easier it gets. When you're new to hypehype, it gets a little bit tricky at first, and there's always an adjustment period whenever you're learning anything new. I'm going to align all these 12 objects, and the way to do that is to select the action icon and hit align X. And you want to pay attention to your X, Y, and Z values so you know where everything is. This game is pretty straightforward, but this can be complicated when it comes to more advanced games. As you can see, I'm just copying and pasting multiple of these cubes all over the map, and I'm just going to spread them out evenly best I can and then test, see where I'm at. We got the right side of the maze, and now we're moving to the left side of the maze. Okay, so this is the first test, and this is just to see how many cubes I've got to get the total percent. As we can see, we went over. Now that I know I have more than enough cubes, I'm just going to go ahead, make sure we have 100, and then place the other cubes around the map as evenly as possible. And since we're over 100% a little bit, I just need to remove some more cubes. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out from over here because they're a little bit more condensed. That'll help save time in the future when I'm trying to spread the cubes out more. Here we're at 98%. We can see we just need 2 more cubes. That math is straightforward. Let's just copy 1 cube, duplicate another cube, and now this is 100%. Next, we're going to go ahead and move the cubes that we do have, spread them evenly throughout this maze. I'm continuing to move the cubes just so that they're all evenly placed, and it's looking pretty good. Now it's time to play test. Alright, looks good. Lastly, it's time to take a screenshot. Hypehype makes this really easy. So I'm going to complete the maze almost halfway and then swipe down at the corner and select the thumbnail icon and I'll take a picture. So we hit save. We got our new level and we can see the latest thumbnail. We're going to call it Hypeseas A Maze Level 1. Throw in some hashtags and we're done. If you want to play this game, check out the link below. You can play it on your desktop browser or on Hypehype. Here you can see all the other levels that I've made with my Amaze template. If you'd like to make a game, check out the links below. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, stay safe out there. I'm Hypesy, and peace.